Welcome back to my channel, my loves. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is going to be a story time. And I don't feel like I've ever talked to you guys about like weird stuff that happens to me at the club. The night did not end until about 4 a.m., a little bit past 4, and I feel like I got a little bit too lit. By the way, if you know you're going to drink, please be 21 and over. 21 and over. My night did not start till about 9-ish or so, which actually that sounds really early. I don't know why I made it sound like it was going to be super late, but that's pretty early, especially if you want to pregame, go to a bar or something, whatever. I decided, I told my friend, I was like, let's go to a bar and pregame a little bit so we get a little bit comfortable, because the bar we went to, which is Prohibition in downtown Riverside, it turns into a club and it's super lit. I love Prohibition. I feel like there's not that many things you're able to do in Riverside, especially if you're like 21. Well, fun things to be specific. But besides the point, so the night started around that time and it was so freaking crowded because the Festival of Lights is going on. I actually went to the Festival of Lights the day that they did the whole little lighting and everything, and it was so crowded I started having like a freaking anxiety attack and I had to get out. I didn't even get to see them light it. I showed up, everything. I ended up going to this restaurant called Mezcal and I had a drink. And what else did I do? Oh, I had some food or whatever. Anyways, and then so the night didn't start until about 9. We had maybe 3 drinks, and then around 10 is when the actual club part starts, right? So club part starts, me and my best friend, we sit at the bar. Of course, you're gonna be surrounded by people. Like, you can't help it if there's gonna be someone sitting right next to you on this side and that side, whatever. We didn't get a table because I was like, we're not gonna eat right now until, later we got a table just because my friend's a promoter, whatever. And there was this one guy who offered us his seat and we're like, oh no thank you, whatever. And then we saw that 2 seats opened up right there next to him, and we decided to sit down because we're like, we didn't want to stand the whole time, you know what I mean? And I didn't have heels on, but my best friend did. And so we sat there, and then this guy ended up coming back, and I guess that was his friend, the person who tried to give up like the seats or whatever, and I guess we took a spot. I don't know. We said, sorry, we were sitting here. We already knew he was gonna say like, no, it's fine or whatever, because his friend offered us a seat the first time. Well, so obviously that already was gonna probably spark up a conversation, made him probably feel comfortable enough to just talk, whatever. I don't know. I couldn't tell how someone was. I just feel like when I go to the club, I go with my best friend. That's the only person I pay attention to at the club. And I'm just in my own zone. I don't go to just chit chat and talk to a bunch of people, especially if I'm drinking. And it was the beginning, so I was still a little bit like nervous. And so we get another round of drinks and the guy was like, oh, it's on me, it's on me. And automatically my best friend like, oh damn. He thinks he's gonna get to talk to us now. For some reason in guys' heads, it's like when they spend money on you, they feel this authority, and I don't even know the word. I can't even think of it. What is the freaking word? I can't even think of it, but they feel like you owe them something. I don't know. So he assumed we were gonna talk to him. He started off small conversation or whatever. He was talking to my best friend though. I felt so bad because she was like on the right side and I could tell she was dying. So then I started being like, oh, look at, you know those like fake conversations you have when you're trying to tell your friend to like look at your phone or something? I literally wasn't looking at anything, like nothing at all. So then that made the guy freaking a seat. Oh, so a seat opened up next to me. One of the friends stayed right there to talk to my friend. And then this dude came right here, whatever. And he started going off about how, I don't know, oh my god, he reminded me, first of all, he reminded me of someone that I really can't stand at all. So it made it even 100 times worse just listening to him, because he was exactly like this person. I can't even understand how they were just exactly alike. How they talked, how they dressed, everything. I was just like, please leave me alone. Like, please leave me alone. But he sat over here and started asking me questions about like Riverside, what do you usually do? I said, I don't know, I'm not usually out here that much. I'm with my boyfriend. I mentioned that. I felt like right away that should have been like, okay, let me back off a little bit or whatever. And then he kept talking. You can tell with women's body language, guys really need to pay attention to that, because I feel like if we're turning our bodies a lot and it's like we're not even listening to you and just completely blocking you out, why are you still talking to us? Why? Especially if we say we have a boyfriend, it should be an automatic like, you know what, I'm gonna leave you alone. You got a boyfriend, you said it. That was the first thing. I was like, oh, I'm in LA with my boyfriend, whatever. Then, sorry guys, I get anxiety when I'm talking about stuff that like, I was like uncomfortable with that, and I feel like I'm talking super fast and I get myself all nervous and shit, whatever. But, so that happened. He did not stop talking. And I think he started to get my vibe, because then he said, am I bugging you? Because I know you seem like you're kind of standoffish. I said, well, when I'm drinking, I like to just be to myself. And then he kept talking and talking. And then he started talking about what he does, because the best friend was talking, and then there's just like conversation going back and forth, and then he started talking about what he does with work. I don't even know. I don't even know. But then I brought up my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, he does music and stuff, like he raps, whatever, he's a rapper. And I literally brought up my boyfriend probably like, I swear 20 times, and this guy still would not leave me the hell alone. He just would keep talking about himself the whole time. Like, the worst type of guy. Like, even girls like that talk about themselves 24/7. If we're having a conversation, I don't want to hear about you the whole time. like whatever. But this wasn't a conversation with a girl. This was like some guy that literally would not lay off, like nonstop talking about himself and trying to like say stuff that he thinks would impress me. But then I kept mentioning my boyfriend the 20th time. And so he asked me to show him, you know, Nick's music. And I was like, okay, let me show him, like, you know, bounce out with that and whatever, like, whatever. Just, I showed him like 2 songs, I think, in the music videos. And then he like stopped the song. He's like, you know, anyone could rap, right? And I was like, so you're gonna try to talk to me and diss my boyfriend, and I just didn't understand what he was trying to come across, because he just literally reminded me of someone I can't stand. And it's like, it just, I don't know, it just didn't process through my head. I was getting irritated, like really, really irritated, because I was like, how are you going to talk to me? Ask, you know, I already pretty much all body language, even mentioned my boyfriend to back off. And then you're going to diss my boyfriend and start being disrespectful. Like, he started just talking shit about like his music and saying that anyone could rap. And he's like, oh, this sounds alright. I was like, well, if anyone can rap, why doesn't everyone make it? Like, really? Really? I don't know. So off the bat right there, that like hella, I was like, I'm over this. This dude won't leave me alone. And I have mentioned my boyfriend a billion times. Why is he still not leaving me alone? And I decided to tell my best friend, because I saw she was dying too. And I told her, let's go to the restroom. Please, like, can we please go to the bathroom? Because I feel like every time like something's uncomfortable, I'm like, let me go to the bathroom, let me gather myself, let me be prepared. And I didn't even want to leave the club yet. I didn't even want to leave, and we ended up leaving because I was so uncomfortable. And this guy, anywhere that we moved, like, he literally went to like follow us and talk to us. He's one of those, you know what I mean? So we go to the bathroom, and I start talking. I feel like in the bathroom is where everyone talks, like the girls and everything, and everyone's so freaking nice and friendly, and I love that. It literally warms my freaking heart. Oh my god, my voice. But go to the bathroom. I start talking to the lady that when I do go into like that club, I do see the same like lady who gives out like napkins and stuff to like wipe your hands and stuff. And I started talking about that situation, and this group of girls, I swear it was like 5-6 girls, they're like, are you talking about that guy that wouldn't leave you alone? Oh my god, I'm dying because, oh, I was dying. Because I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one that's like, my body language should have been more, you know, obvious, besides the point of me saying I had a boyfriend. And these girls, I was telling them, I was like, I do not want to go out there. I don't want to see him. I don't want to have to like face the other way the whole time, because I shouldn't have to feel like that. It's so uncomfortable. I feel like being a girl in general is just very uncomfortable. And these girls said, do you want us to like huddle around you so you could walk? And I felt like right there, I should have asked for their number. I should have asked for their number, but Riverside is very little. I'm sure when I'm actually home and I want to go talk to them. What the hell? I want to go out to the club. I probably will run into them. I see the same people all the time, literally. And that's literally what they did. They literally were like so freaking nice, and they didn't even know me, nothing. And the fact that they even felt comfortable, like, you know, coming into the conversation, like saying something and saying that they would huddle around me. So me and my best friend in the middle, and the girls were all around us. We walked from one end of the club to the other to the outside. And there, they already left too. They left like as soon as we all went outside, they ended up leaving. And oh my God, I felt like that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Because usually, I mean, I meet nice girls in the freaking bathroom all the time at clubs, but that was just super, super nice. I don't know, I appreciated that. That was the beginning of my night. We ended up leaving right after that. So I guess you could tell my vibe was just a little bit off because of that whole situation. I don't know, I just don't like when people can't take a hint. And it's just weird because I feel like it happens to all girls and it makes us all uncomfortable. And we're just like, really, can you just stop, leave us alone? But it's literally gonna happen everywhere you go, especially if it's a bar, club. Like, there's weirdos that think they can get anyone and anything from you. So we end up leaving. We go to this different club. So we're pretty much a little bit lit or whatever. And we go to this club that's like downstairs. My best friend fell on her butt and just like slid down the stairs and got up like nothing happened. She's clumsy, like without alcohol. But with alcohol, oh my God, I don't know. It was the funniest thing ever because she fell in front of people, but she did not care. We got up like nothing happened. No one really noticed, I think because people were drunk too. So we go downstairs. The music is so good at this club. So we're dancing, whatever, being lit and stuff. First of all, that club, we do not buy any alcohol from it because it tastes like water. It does nothing to you. We're like, why are we spending money? But also the drinks are super cheap. So we're like, okay, it makes sense, whatever. But then you see all the amount of people dancing and acting drunk. I'm like, I feel like this could be like, you know, those little social experiments or whatever. And we end up meeting while we're dancing. I don't even know how we started talking to... Oh, so... random guys started coming up or whatever trying to dance with me and my friend, and it was so funny because we would stop and then like end up moving somewhere else, and like you could just tell with their body language again. I swear this happened like 10 times at the freaking club. Then we ended up moving towards this girl. So the amount of times we moved, we ended up moving next to this girl who was so nice. She was making super funny like remarks about like the guys. She could see that we were kind of like shooing away, and we ended up dancing with her the entire night. That was so much. I love meeting people like that, especially because I don't get comfortable around people like really quick. So like her vibe was super dope, and I didn't even get her number either. I just feel like I was lit. I don't go on my phone when I'm like having fun and lit because I feel like it ruins my time. Anyways, we ended up leaving there, went back to the first club, didn't see those people again. Ended up, you know, I had my promoter friend come. We got, you know, a table, you know, bottles, all that good stuff. So the night is about to end. It's about 2 something and the club's about to close. Everyone already left actually. I ended up falling asleep at the club on the little like bench thing that was at one of the tables, the booths. Because my friend who works at the club, he's like, oh, I have to go run an errand really quick and I'll be right back. And me and my best friend were like, okay, whatever. I fell asleep. I didn't realize how tired I was, and that matter, you know, whatever. So, I'm like trying to think about everything that happened. I ended up throwing up like 7 times, you guys. I don't even remember this. Oh, and my best friend told me that when I walked out of the bathroom, I walked straight into the wall, like just straight into the wall, like I didn't even see it. And I ended up having a dent in my forehead, and it's finally gone. It took like whatever, a few days, but I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing. I'm like hoping no one saw that, but then again, my best friend fell down the stairs. I ran into a wall, whatever. And then we ended up leaving the club with my friends around, I don't even know, it was like 3 something already. Ended up going to the hookah bar. Like this one that stays open for like the club or whatever. It's all the people that we go to the club with. They're super nice people. And we ended up leaving, going to the hookah bar. I fell asleep. at the hookah bar. Didn't even get to smoke hookah. I didn't even realize I fell asleep. I don't even remember falling asleep, nothing. But lucky, I have a very good best friend that, you know, if I ever do get like that, she takes care of me. I take care of her. You know, it's really important if you're going to go out and drink, have a good group of people with you. Even if it's just one person, you know what I mean? Just please have someone with you, because there's weirdos, like straight weirdos. And so I ended up falling asleep there, and I guess I threw up again. And this time my eyelashes came off, and I just took them off, and I guess I left them there. I don't even know what happened to my eyelashes. I have no idea. So anyways, we ended up leaving the hookah lounge, and shoot, what did I do? Oh, so we ended up leaving the hookah lounge, and this was like a 10-minute drive to my friend's house, and we both fell asleep in the Uber. It was a girl Uber, whatever. Ended up getting there. I don't even remember going from the bar or the club to the hookah lounge to Uber to her bed. I just woke up in the morning and I was still lit. Yeah, I was still lit, and I had a Christmas party to go to that day too. I just felt like it was a very long night. Very long night. But I feel like that is it. That was the story. I don't know. I feel like that's probably a regular night for people, right? Like if they go out to the club and stuff, you meet a weirdo, you juggle around to different bars or whatever clubs. But I hope you enjoyed this video, my loves. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will have a new video for you guys very soon. I'm trying to be consistent again. Consistent again for you guys. Bye.